Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Now, I still don't have any pedals to use, which means I'm still ridden to using a controller. And I thought to myself, well, since F1 24 came out, the only videos I've made is career mode videos. So I thought I would change that by starting a new series doing last to firsts. Now, once I do get some pedals, I am going to continue this series, obviously using a wheel. But to decide the track we're going to race on first, I am going to use the wheel spinner. Right, let's spin this buggery thing and see what track we're racing on. Come on, give me something decent, especially because I'm on a controller. It is going to be Abu Dhabi. Now, that is a track that I have not driven at, even on a wheel. I have not driven at this track at all in this game, so that's going to be interesting. Let's get there now and see if I can go from last to first, because, you know, that's sort of how it works. Anyway, let's go. And here we go, we're in Abu Dhabi, we're starting P20 as the greatest driver that the Formula 1 world has ever graced upon itself, which is none other than Logan Sargent. We're going to be attempting to go from the very back of the grid. To be honest, this is a track that has some decent overtaking opportunities. You've got two DRS zones, and, you know, just sending it like you're silly up the inside is a very real, thing to do. So, that's the aim. Logan Sargent, potential Grand Prix win. Let's have it. And here we go. It's quite a long race as well. 15 laps with a pit stop. Many opportunities to gain places. And here we go. It's not a bad start. Off the line, let's immediately get that overtake on. Can I go for a move on this Aston Martin? I don't think that's going to be a real possibility. Let's just try and get down the inside of the car behind me so we can already get a place off the start, and that is going to be a thing that we do. Sergio Perez in P19, his favourite position. We're actually going to try and go around the outside of Lance Stroll. That isn't going to quite happen, and I can easily go down the inside of him here. We're going to go 3 wide, but there is definitely enough room for it. We're just got to stick to the inside, get a decent enough exit, which we do, and that is a gorgeous start to this Grand Prix. 3 places up off the start in the first sector. Now we have George Russell, our recent Grand Prix winner in real life, and Daniel Ricciardo fighting. I can't really go 3 wide through here. That's, you know, borderline unrealistic and not really doable. We're going to stick behind them, though, and hope that they have a bit of a mess up. Russell does. Come on. Okay, not quite the pace. Let's just go and hot lap ERS. Try and get around the outside. Whoa, Russell, careful with that, mate. Oh, hello, Danny Rick. I'm going to have to go around here. Yeah, that's fine. Stick with Russell. Nice. Good move. Lovely move. Gorgeous stuff. Come on, car. And you know, we're going to send it up the inside of Ricciardo as well, because why not? That is just something you can do when you are the greatest driver in the world. Okay, lap number 2, DRS is going to be enabled, and my next target is going to be my very own teammate, Alexander Albon. You know what? I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling risky. I was trying to find the right word. Up the inside of my teammate. That's going to be another place. We're up to P14 already with the fastest Sector 1. Hot lap ERS on so I don't get done by my teammate. And we can now start closing up on the Sauber of Valtteri Bottas. You can see on your maps in the bottom left of your screen, Max Verstappen and I believe the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso are both just sort of gapping the rest of the field right now, so it would be a good idea to try and clear all of these cars in the next few laps and have a straight shootout with the 41-year-old Spaniard and the temper tantrum guy. Right, I'm feeling extreme. I might try and attempt a dive bomb on Valtteri Bottas. We're going to go for it. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly clean. Give him room to the outside. It's not a bad exit. Let's turn the hot lap on. This is going to be difficult to hold. I'm going to have to use a bit more overtake than I'd like to. But we are going to stay ahead. And we are already up to P13. That is 7 places in... Oh, whoa. That was a bit close. 7 places in 3 laps. That's pretty productive if you ask me. Here comes Bottas again. Thinking he's Sergio Perez in 2021. We can't be having this. I can't get overtaken in an episode of a thing where I'm only meant to be overtaking other people. This cannot stand. Get away from me. Thank you. Maybe a move around the outside of Ocon here. No, not quite. We are going to get DRS. And I've got 70% of ERS to use. Can I get anywhere near close enough to go for an overtake? It's not looking likely, let's be honest. We'll keep the hot lap on for now. And then we'll go to the inside. Oh, it's so close for a dive bomb, but it isn't quite enough. This is where that one pit stop is going to be very important, because I'm going to be stuck in a DRS train, I reckon, for quite a while now. Unless Ocon starts fighting with Magnussen, I don't see myself getting past. Oh, get back on track, you twat. Oh, hello, Ocon. That was a good potential overtaking spot. Maybe I should have just sent it, but I don't know. I don't really want to have a race-ending collision on only lap 5 of this race. I know there's going to be other opportunities to overtake. That's not how you get one, though, by braking way too early and then almost spinning your car. What an idiot. Right, attempt 2 of trying to get close enough down the straight. I'm actually a lot closer this time. Only downside is I haven't got as much ERS to use. And I think I might just send it, you know, because he's going to have to brake earlier because of the hats in front. Down the inside of Esteban Ocon. Now, he's not going to be happy about that because that move is incredibly devastating to one's mentality. He is going to be crying in his room for hours after witnessing that. Now, looking at the fact there's only 9 laps left or 10 laps left, and I'm only in P12 at the moment, I think I'm going to have to start getting a bit risky. And this is how you do it. Oh my goodness. Magnussen, how have you let that happen to yourself, mate? You've let yourself go. You cannot let Logan Sargent do that to you. That is insane. What an overtake by myself. My goodness. Okay. That's exactly the kind of overtaking maneuvers that I need to do if I want to get anywhere close to the top 2. They've already built a 1-second gap to a McLaren behind. And I find that quite a lot in when I do equal performance races, is that Verstappen and Alonso are just miles ahead of everyone else. But why is that? Because Alonso's a bit mid. I can see Verstappen being a bit far ahead, but not Alonso. Anyway, now we have Yuki Tsunoda right ahead of us, and I reckon 3 tenths is the sort of range you can go for a dive bomb. He actually is going to go defensive to the outside. I don't care, though. I'm going to brake way later than him. And that is another gorgeous overtake on the gamepad. Let's go. Right, there's another Haas here. I'm going to swing it to the inside, which he's not expecting. And that's just another absolutely insane overtake. I should not be allowed to get these done. But I am, and I'm doing it. And we are now well into the points in P9. We have Lando Norris running very low down in P8 right ahead of us. And this is also the lap where we're going to be boxing. This lap as well, I have managed to save a lot more ERS than the previous couple, which means with a decent exit like that, I can get close to Lando Norris. Come on, get me close. Okay, that's not that close. He's also got ERS, but look at that. Who is that ahead? There is someone having a huge scrap. It's going to be Piastri and one of the Ferraris scrapping hard. That is going to help me a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what's happening to me, but I am doing some, like, Puskas Award-worthy overtakes at the moment. We get past Lando Norris up to P8, and we now enter the pits, as is one of the Mercedes, one of the Ferraris of Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly, and Lando Norris behind, all going into the pits. Now, I did get a 10-second penalty. However, there is this lovely thing called flashback, which I'm going to use. I forgot on controller you have to turn on the pit limiter. Alright, come on team, let's have a good clean stop. I hope the errors can't happen in Grand Prix races. It doesn't look like that. We are going to come out exactly how we came in, behind Gasly, ahead of Norris. That's fine. Pit limiter off. We go back out on track in, what, P15. And now we can try and undercut the cars that stayed out. And you know what? Gasly's had a really bad exit out of the pits. I'm going to go straight for it, up the inside. And there you go. Past Gasly already, straight out the pits. I don't know what happened to him. He just had a really poor exit out of the tunnel. He was really, really slow. I mean, I'm happy about that. He's going to come at me again, though. Up the inside. I should be able to brake considerably later. And, yeah, that's just textbook defending, isn't it? So there we can see Max Verstappen is in the pits, as is the other Ferrari and the other McLaren and basically everyone that hasn't stopped yet. That sounds like a Mime Brundle quote, just like ridiculously obvious. Right, let's see when we come out. So we are actually going to come ahead of Stroll. And did we actually undercut anyone there? Yes, we did. We are up to P5. We actually managed to undercut 2 cars, I believe, the other Ferrari and the other McLaren, and now I'm going to send out the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Imagine Logan Sargent doing that to the 7-time world champion, and now there's actually a chance that Sainz, is not going to have DRS, and he does not, and I'm feeling greedy. Hello, Sainz. How are you, geez? Proper late on the brakes, round the outside, a very textbook overtake, and we are officially into the podium places. However, I've not really thought about this because now Sainz is going to have that DRS, and he's going to get back past me. That's annoying. It's not over yet, though. Late braking, potentially going round the outside, switch it back to the inside. Oh my goodness gracious me! Oh, I am proving to be the greatest racer in the world. Why is my racecraft so good on a controller? On a wheel, I'd be crashing into people, you know, just not really going for overtakes. On the controller, though, my goodness. Right, Fernando Alonso, we are in the DRS, but Verstappen, 3 seconds up the road. That is menacing. Right, hello, Alonso. I've got DRS, you don't. Hot lap ERS enabled. You're going to go to the inside. I'm going to go to the outside because that's how racing works. And before we even get to the corner, I'm going to be ahead. Now, there is going to be the same thing with Sainz where Alonso's now going to have DRS and I'm not. But there's nothing I can really do about it because Alonso was already a car length behind me going into the corner. I braked so much later. But honestly, using the overtake, I've actually managed to stay ahead. And now, my final target, Max Verstappen. Let's get him. Oh! A yellow flag, someone behind! Fernando Alonso! Fernando Alonso has spun his car! And that is going to be a red flag. Oh, that's one way to spice up a race, isn't it? And last to first, Fernando Alonso lost the car. You can see on the map in the bottom left that the green dot of Alonso was completely stopped. And now we get a red flag, which means from the lap we restart, which is going to be lap 13, we are going to have a 3-lap shootout on the softs. It is just like Abu Dhabi 21 all over again. Only this time, Verstappen is the leading car, and I am Lewis Hamilton in this case. No, I'm Verstappen in this case. Verstappen is you know what I mean. Basically, it's Abu Dhabi 21 over again. We're on the soft tyres. Let's go. Let's hope Michael Massey isn't directing this race. And we are away. It's not a bad start. Verstappen is going to be clear. Fernando Alonso to my outside, but I do have the inside line. I'm going to push him off. And that's a perfect start. Right, Verstappen's defended well. And as you can see, we're about to begin the final lap of this race. It is exactly like 21 all over again. Massive spin by me. I don't even know how I kept that on track. But here we go. This is everything. And you know what? Just like 2021, just like Verstappen, I'm sending it like I'm silly up the inside. Let's go. P1 for Sargent, and now I've got the DRS to get away from Verstappen. We're going to do exactly what Verstappen did, which is doing a bit of slipstreaming. And hang on, Fernando Alonso to the outside, gets past Verstappen out of nowhere. My goodness, what a time to be alive. Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Relax, car. It's all good. Fernando Alonso now with a DRS. He's actually going to be a threat. This is going to be a lot closer than I'd like it to be. They almost came together in real life. We almost come together now. But once again, I have that inside line. My car is misbehaving a lot. Calm down! My goodness. It's all good. Into the final sector. What a race this has been. Some of the best overtakes I've ever done. And, you know, completely by accident, genuinely just recreated Abu Dhabi 2021. We come round the penultimate corner. You know what we got to do for the boys. You've got to do a bit of a skid out the final corner. And there it is. Logan Sargent is a Grand Prix winner. And we have done it last to first. And not only all of that I just said, but we did it on a controller. My second ever race on the bloody thing on 100 difficulty. I'm well pleased about that. What a race. And there he is, the absolute GOAT. Diffed his teammate in the Austrian sprint race. There he is. I wish you could hear the American national anthem, but that'll have to do. That's a screenshot for the ages. Logan Sargent holding up that trophy. Hoist it proud, son. An incredible day. So there you have it. Last to first as Logan Sargent here at Abu Dhabi with a last lap lunge on Max Verstappen, just like in 2021. And actually, if you see, Max Verstappen dropped down to P4 at the end there. He went from P1 to P4 in the space of a lap. That is going to piss him off more than when Lando Norris tries to overtake him at Silverstone. Anyway, that's going to be all from me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do all the usual stuff, like and subscribe and all that. Follow me on Kick and Twitch. They both have the same name as my YouTube channel, Footcrim. I am streaming on there every single day, playing a load of games, mostly Apex Legends. And yeah, absolute W of an episode. And I'll be back soon for the Fernando Alonso driver career mode, challenge career mode thing. See you then. Bye-bye. Come on!